Tuesday with licensed professional counselor Yunetta Spring.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is Talking Out Tuesday. That's right, y'all. Talking Out Tuesday. Y'all, please help me welcome licensed professional counselor Yunetta Spring. Yunetta, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Hey, y'all. What's up?
Hey, so excited to have you for the month of April. The word is acceptance. And this morning that, you wanted to talk about self-acceptance. So what do you have for us this morning?
Yeah. So, I want to touch on the importance of self-acceptance because I think with everything going on around us, right, we cannot afford not to accept ourselves. Right. So as always, Talking Out Tuesday is not a substitute for therapy, but hopefully it can help get you there if you need to be, all right? So I define what self-acceptance is. Really, self-acceptance is being fully aware of your strengths, your weaknesses, and understanding your worth, right? So self-acceptance does not mean you are not aware of the areas you need to grow in, right? So it's just not being oblivious and disregarding areas where you may need to develop, but it's getting to the point where you're still open to accepting yourself anyway,
Right.
With those hang-ups, with those weaknesses, knowing that you're still okay regardless. Because I think sometimes we feel like we can only accept ourselves, when we're doing well, and we have to stop measuring our value by what we do and what we produce and what we have.
Right.
Y'all, those are constructs. Those are constructs that were placed on us by oppression, okay? So measuring our value, by gauging only what we can produce and how hard we can work reinforces the belief that your value is conditional, right? And that's something we need to deconstruct. We need to deconstruct that, okay? So another thing I wanted to, share is that when we don't love and accept ourselves fully, we can pass this on and this mindset on to our children by only offering them love and compassion when they do a good job. Because what I find is that self-rejection, it typically comes from a childhood wound, or it can come from society or racism. All of those things kind of impact how we feel about ourselves and how we accept ourselves.
Right.
So I'm going to share with you guys 3 things that happen when we don't accept ourselves. Number one is we seek the approval of others. And this is a big one because it can get to the point where it becomes an addiction. It's called approval addiction. And with any addiction, the more you feed it, the more it's going to grow. Okay. Right. The next one is we have conditional compassion. So we tell ourselves, I'll accept myself when I do this, like when I lose a weight or when I have that job or when I make this money. And that's telling ourselves that there's something that needs to be done in order for us to be worthy. And then the last one is we project our insecurities on others, right? So instead of dealing with yourself and accepting the areas you need to grow in, you become overly critical of others. So you pick other people apart, and it's a distraction from focusing your attention on yourself, right?
Ooh.
So you better preach this morning.
Good word this morning.
Yeah, so these are all things, we really have to be mindful of because our present wound is oftentimes a result of our past injuries, so we really got to explore what messages was I given, what did I not receive? Because we have to we have to heal those wounds because those unhealed wounds will always reveal themselves in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, that's a good message this morning.
Yes.
We really needed that this morning. That was self-acceptance, that's our lesson for today. If anybody want to reach you, let them know how you can be reached.
Yeah, so you can find me on my website, springforthcounseling.org. You can follow me on social media, Springforth Counseling, or you can follow me on YouTube, Yunetta Spring, or text the word SPRING to 55444 for resources.
Hey, Counselor Spring, you have your phone on you, right?
I got it.
Yeah, go to RS Comedy and look at Gary remodel. Gary with the T remodel his bathroom.
I'm with y'all, Gary, but I saw that just a minute ago. And
don't pay him no attention, girl. It's all right, baby. I'm gonna get it fixed.
I saw Eva said you can't potty train in that bathroom. What is
Oh man! All right, y'all, if you're thinking about going to therapy, man, and you have a question that you'd like to ask Yunetta, call us up at 866-9-RICKY right now, and you can always get more information on Yunetta's website, springforthcounseling.org. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.